Alright YouTube, so we are back, of course, to talk about some Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, and today I just want to kind of talk about the game coming out, like the preload and stuff like that, and I do believe that people were able to preload today on the 8th, which is what that tweet had said that we looked at a little while back. From what I've seen on Twitter, people are preloading the game, and it says they have to wait like so many hours before they can actually play. So a couple things I wanted to talk about in regards to like the game coming out and preloading and stuff like that is, for one, here we are on the day of preload, and the Remake Twitter account is still, like at least the English one, I haven't checked the Japanese one, have never address this or mention this. It's so weird to me that they're not like hyping up the ability to preload Intergrade, to get people hyped up and ready to play the game day one as soon as it comes out. It's just, why are they not promoting that? It's just, it escapes me. Like, for the people that just want to have the game ready to go and play day one, or for the people that maybe have a little bit slower internet, like, this is very, very useful information, and some people out there may not be aware of it. And it'd be nice if, like, Square Enix themselves would address it. One of the other problems with preload that I just personally wasn't aware of, because obviously I don't own a PS5, so I don't know what it's like to like upgrade from a PS4 to a PS5 version of a game for free. But by doing that, it's preventing you from actually preloading. Like, you can only preload if you like pre-order the game or like you buy the game, like the full $70 or whatever. It's just another one of those things that kind of adds on to like the free upgrade path being a bit of a negative, because yeah, for one, the trophy's transferring, which for some people that is a negative. And then also if you upgraded from your PS4 to PS5 for free, that prevents you from pre-ordering, like altogether pre-ordering Intergrade. So a lot of people are missing out on the pre-order bonus, the CAC Star weapon, which obviously does suck. And then also now you're prevented from actually preloading the game at all, which I think is weird. Like, why do you have to buy the game brand new to be able to preload it? Like, they can see that you already own the game for PS4. You've already done the save transfer, installed the remake on your damn PS5. Like, why would it not be possible to like preload? Like, they can see that you own the damn thing. Like, you'd have to uninstall Remake on your PS5 and maybe even, like, delete your account or delete it off your account so there's, like, no trace of it. I don't know how it would work exactly. I don't know how you'd be able to actually buy it if you wanted to buy it, just to get, like, the pre-order bonus and be able to preload if you wanted to do that. Now, if you have good enough internet, there's really not a need to preload. And when we're talking about preload, we're just talking about Intergrade, not the Yuffie DLC. And speaking of the Yuffie DLC, now, in case you're just not aware of this stuff, like, shit releases around the world at different times. Like, you know, because when it's, like, nighttime over here, it's, like, daytime in Japan. So, when it's, like, nighttime June 9th over here, it's going to be June 10th in Japan. So places like Japan and Australia and shit are going to be getting the Yuffie DLC early. So obviously when it comes to spoilers, like tomorrow for June 9th for a lot of us, like, you probably want to avoid social media just because you don't want things spoiled before you're actually going to be able to play it yourself. Now, if you're just somebody that's going to be spectating, kind of like me, just watching other people play the game, then it's not really a big deal. You're kind of anticipating and waiting for other people to talk about it. Something you should be able to do, at least as far as I know, I'm not entirely sure how newer consoles work, but with like the previous gen, Xbox One and PS4, you could switch your console's location to New Zealand, and that'd give you access to stuff early, because New Zealand and Australia and Japan and shit, they get stuff hours and hours before we do. I don't know if that works on PS5, but I assume that it would, and you could do that if you're trying to get like the Yuffie DLC a little bit early, like 12 hours early or some shit. So right here we have Audrey giving us a bit of a time zone comparison for whenever Intermission/Intergrade is dropping in Japan. So whenever it's June 10th, 12 a.m., and this is dropping in Japan, it's going to be 8 a.m. Pacific time, it's going to be 11 a.m. Eastern time, it's going to be 4 p.m. over in the UK. So for me, like, Japan is a 14-hour time difference. So when it's like midnight, June 10th in Japan, it's going to be like 10 a.m. my time. So people are going to be playing this shit like half a day before a lot of us. So you definitely want to try to avoid spoilers, or if you can, change your location. And this I obviously highly recommend, for one, to avoid spoilers, but also just allow you to play the shit early. And I don't think like they ever care. I'm pretty sure my Xbox One, which I still have and play on occasionally to this day, I'm pretty sure it's still set to like New Zealand, like location and time zone and shit. I don't think they've ever given a shit. I also seen this today on Reddit. So some people's local Walmarts already have Intergrade in stock. So if you plan on buying a physical copy, you might check your local Walmart. And according to this price tag, now I don't know where they live at, where maybe the prices are different, but it's saying that it's only $60 for the PS5 version for Intergrade. And this would come with the DLC code in the box for the Yuffie DLC. If it is only $60 at Walmart, bro, that's saving you $10. So if you plan on buying Intergrade, like you're not doing the free upgrade path, but you don't really know what you want to do, buy physical, buy digital, maybe you don't really care about the pre-order item, this would be the best route just to save you $10. Like, that's nothing wrong with saving some money. And from what I've noticed lately, this seems to be pretty common with Walmart. Whenever I bought new games, they're usually like $10 less than what they're supposed to be. Last month, whenever I bought Mass Effect Legendary Edition, it was $50. I tweeted about that. So I think Walmart does this intentionally, maybe to undercut the competition. So you always want to check Walmart for sure if you're going to buy a game physically. And this video says pretty much the video. It's kind of rambly, but I did want to like inform people, like if you're trying to preload today and it's not working, it's probably because you did like the free upgrade path from PS4 to PS5 that's preventing you. You're going to have to buy the game if you want a goddamn preload, which I think is so stupid. And also kind of want to inform people of whenever other places around the world are going to be playing the game tomorrow so that you can potentially avoid spoilers, stay off of social media, like pretty much all tomorrow. I'll just avoid it entirely if you're trying to go in fresh on the Yuffie DLC. Either way, my dudes, that is the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys aren't interested in more Final Fantasy VII Remake content. Turn on notifications. Follow me on Twitter, @DavidYT. I'm a Discord. Links to my social networks are in the description and in the outro. Later, guys.
Used to care what people thought, but now I care more, and nobody out here's got it figured out. So therefore, I've lost all hope of a happy ending, depending on whether or not it's worth it. So insecure, no one's perfect. We spend it with no shame. We blow that like Coltrane. We in here like Low Gain or leave it like Cobain.